Good morning, y'all. Good morning. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Welcome back to Homestead Ranch. Let's talk about our biggest homesteading and chicken raising bloopers that we've done, whether it be on YouTube or whatever. A lot of this stuff, I know that we've messed up. A lot of this stuff, I don't know if we've messed up. So let me explain. When I started this channel, 5 years ago, we're very small, okay? We're very small, but we're growing. We're growing, and the whole purpose was to tell you the truth, and it was to tell you my truth, my opinion, because so much is misleading. We have bought Americana chickens from people that were nothing but leghorns, okay? We have been schnooked. We have been just railroaded on a lot of this stuff. So I started this to help y'all. I was told my gardens wouldn't grow. I was told all this stuff. They did. A lot of times you just got to sit back and relax. But a lot of times we've been wrong too. And I'm open to criticism. But guys, when you start a YouTube channel, of course, everybody's going to say, well, you put yourself out there to be criticized. Well, you do, but you just don't realize how bad it is until you start it. You really don't. And the more you grow, that's what's happening with us, the worse it's getting. Like, it's getting gnarly. In the past 48 hours, I think I've had 15 to 20 comments that I've had to delete that were just nasty. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the stuff I've gotten wrong. Because I want the truth out there. And let's talk about some of the stuff that I don't know is right or wrong, but when I look it up, I'm apparently right, but they're saying I'm wrong. So let's just go over it. I get the same comments over and over. And just, let's have fun with it, okay? Let's have fun with it, but let's just lay it out there. So probably the number one comment that I get is my accent. I get that all the time, guys. I am in Central Alabama. This is how I talk. I can't help it. I've that and my name being made fun of, and that's one reason I've never put my name online. People I know make fun of my name all the time. They'll put an R on the end. I don't make fun of somebody's given name. They can't help it, okay? It's not like I named myself red paint, okay? I'm just looking at the red wall I've got. I can't help it. That's my given name. So I've never put my name out there, but the accent, okay, that's me. That is me. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I get that all the time. Like, it sounds like I'm talking with a mouthful of marbles, or you can't understand me. I've got sinus right now because the pollen, and that is something serious. The pollen here, I have never seen pollen this bad. I have never in all my days seen pollen this bad. I can talk totally proper. I can talk like this. I can talk like I am going to just any downtown store. We can talk like this. That's totally cool. Like, I've just jumped off a surfboard. That's not me, okay? I'm gonna be me. It is what it is. I'm sorry. That must be a blooper. I don't know. But this is me. We're country as cornbread. I love it. My husband loves it, okay? As long as he's happy with it, the person I'm living with, I guess it's fine. What did you expect down here? I mean, we love it. That's our culture. Come on now. So, but anyways, yes, I can totally film like this if y'all would like me to, and we can sit and chat. So I want it to be fun. You got to laugh at yourself, because I saw somebody squalling this week online, in all seriousness. She has a cooking channel, and a cat jumped up on her counter. She's a good woman. She does good videos, and the cat was a stray that she took in, kind of like we did with Bloomer, and she was squalling because she didn't know it was in the video, and people just blasted her, saying her kitchen was nasty and everything else. I wish I could have commented back. If I was her, I would have said, the change that you have in your purse is much nastier than that cat's feet. I promise you that. People do not know what's on pennies and where it's been, what's on it, and everything else. So, there's a lot more nastier things than a cat jumping up on your counter. No, we don't want it, but it happens. It's life. That's this channel is real, okay? So the accent, I can't help. I guess I can change. We can sit here and sip tea together, and we can talk over the teacup, but I just don't want to, okay? I'd rather drink a Dr. Pepper and talk to you guys, okay? So the madder I get, the more my accent gets southern. So by the time that I get done with the conversation, you need a translator. if I'm upset. So anyways, let's calm it down. Okay, next, in all seriousness, I knew yesterday, I'm going to hit it off now. I knew yesterday when I posted that video about planting by the signs, I said in the video, when I had to rewatch it to upload it, I knew when I said that the moon gives off light, I know somebody's going to get me about that. I'm going to try to get on there today and put a comment saying this is a disclaimer. The moon does not give light. It is a light source because it reflects off the sun, but I said in common layman terms, you know, the moon gives off light. And I also said the moon gets bigger. The moon does not technically get bigger, okay? I knew. Guys, when it's to the point you're so worried about every little piece of information you're putting out there, it's tough. It's tough now. It's tough. It gets rough. The moon does not get bigger and does not get smaller. The moon itself stays the same size, okay? Let me put that out there. The light that we see, the appearance gets bigger depending on where the moon is with the sun, okay? How it reflects off of it. I feel like most of y'all will pick up what I'm laying down, but there's one in every crowd that will get on to me about that. So I'm sorry. I was totally wrong about that. I misspoke. I know the moon does not give off light, and I know that the moon does not shrink and get big. Okay, I know that. I just misspoke. Let me tell you something else too. There's a lot of little channels on my channel creeping around watching stuff. Okay, there's a lot of people. I think most are smaller. When you film, it's tough. It's tough to get this stuff out. It's tough to speak eloquently. It's tough to get it just done in one take. My father showed up yesterday across the road. Dogs were hollering, screaming. When they see a vehicle pull up, they go berserk. And they barked for 45 minutes straight. I had filmed it all the way through. And there was dogs barking in the whole time. And then I would start over and restart and start over and restart. And there was nowhere I could get in the house without you hearing the dogs bark. Outside, they were all carrying on. They were upset. This is not easy. So when you're so bung-fuzzled, you got so much going on, you just say stuff like, hey, you know, the light of the moon gives off light. You know, it does, but it doesn't at the same time, okay? You just say stuff. You're just trying to get it out, and most people will understand. Most people are understanding. Most are, you know, most will get it, okay? So it's tough. It's very tough to film. There again, I took this on. I get it, but it don't mean it's easy, okay? So you're putting yourself out there to be critiqued, but I thought this was going to be a kumbaya around the campfire. I thought we were all going to sit here and chat about our gardens and our chickens, and hey, it's getting a little bit different here. So, anyways, I'll head that up. I was wrong. All right, what else? Let's see. I'm just trying to think of some of the comments. My chicken videos. Y'all, my chicken videos where I talk about genetics, most are so appreciative. I was getting, I don't know how many comments yesterday. If these videos, they're getting a lot of views. One is like, I mean, when I started out, they may have 30 views, but now a year later, it's like 25,000. So people are watching it constantly, but it's a slow, you know, progressively uphill thing. I had somebody say that I was all wrong about silky chicken genetics, that I was wrong about it. I didn't say it right. And I had already responded to somebody on there. I said, look, they gave me a 2-page synopsis of how you're supposed to breed silkies to have the perfect genetics. Look, all I'm telling you is how to get mostly white chickens. If you want white silkies, mostly black, mostly gray, whatever. That's what I said. It was the bare basics, kind of like yesterday, layman terms. They were talking about mauve genes and everything else. I didn't talk about that. I didn't get into that yesterday. We got schnooked. When you go get chickens from a big box store that sells silkies, most of y'all know what I'm talking about, a lot of times they just won't be good show quality chickens. That's all I'm saying. And I was saying, look, you can breed your own silkies. You need a pure white and a pure rooster and a pure white hen to have pure white silky babies, okay? If you want the big white fluffy ones, if you want the black, you need this, this, and this. And they said, no, there's no such thing as that. They will have a recessive gene. Guys, just make sure it's not spotted up with different colors if you want a good chance of having another white chick hatch, okay? That's all I was saying. That's all, and really, that's the truth. That's the truth. So I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm right. And I can't be rewatching these videos all night long to see if I was right or wrong. I can't. Like, I just can't. I can't. Because everybody's saying something. Then they all start fighting amongst themselves. I don't know what's right. Y'all got me questioning myself. This morning I had a comment on one of my videos that said I was wrong saying that when I candle my eggs, I'm checking them to see if they're fertile. They said all eggs were fertile. And so I Googled that. I thought, some of this, like, really? Really? So I looked it up, and it said, no, not all eggs are fertile. You must have a rooster for them to be fertile. I thought, well, that's what I thought. That's why I said it. But they had me worried that I misspoke about every single video that I talk about fertile hatching eggs. So I just removed it because I didn't even want to argue with them. I thought, this is, you know, if they're not going to take, you know, just my advice, and I'm not, you know, if they're going to pick apart one word, I don't want to, you know, hurt their feelings. But this is like, guys, this is tough. This is right before I filmed the video. I was getting that. I get corrected usually constantly. That's the thing. I'm getting told that I'm wrong about every single thing I'm telling people. I've been told, now last summer we kind of got it hashed out, but I got told it's not dirt, it's soil. I was wrong about that. And I still stand beside it. I still say that people around here call soil, potting soil, as we call it, potting soil, dirt they think of out in the yard, the ground. People, I was wrong by saying that. I corrected it, but if you're, you know, this is tough. This is real tough. So now I cannot say anything about my garden without saying soil and then dirt behind it, because I feel like, because I've had somebody say, well, I thought dirt was out of the garden and soil will come from the store. So now I feel like I've got to say both. I will never be able to say that again without thinking about that. Ever. 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 So that's, if I had pearls, I'd clutch them. I don't even have no pearls. I got turquoise somewhere. You know, we're Western over here. So, oh, what else? What else have I blooped on? That's some of the stuff, but the fertile eggs, that's not true. I was right about that. And I can't run around seeing if I was right, wrong, or indifferent. So if y'all are really concerned about anything that I put out that I'm giving misinformation, let me know, because I don't want to steer the people wrong. I'm trying to help them, but some of this is just out of control. It's just out of control. And I may have to get to where I have to put up, you know, like an approval on all the comments, but I don't want to run around every 5 seconds checking them, because we don't even have service as it is. It's not the new videos, it's the old ones where, you know, whoever is watching these. So that's tough. What else have I done? What else have I been wrong about? There's plenty. There's plenty. I'm sure y'all may let me know somewhere. Somebody will. Some way, somehow. It may be something different in the next 5 minutes. Oh, Americana chickens. That video is huge. That video is huge. And I told them, I even said, Americana chickens, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, I was trying to be cute, like Clint Eastwood, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's one of my favorite movies. Okay, I love Clint Eastwood. I love that. And I just thought, you know, that's cute because there's good, bad, and kind of ugly. Points to all animals, okay? It was my personal opinion that they're beautiful. You need them or either cream leg bars or some kind of Americana to breed. For olive eggers, you need a double gene true blue layer. However, mine are flighty. They're not the best layers, and I'm just not gung-ho about them. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, but they're just not my favorites. And that's what I said. So we were on the hunt for great Americanas for years. And I just don't know now if I would go back and do that. Because they, you know, that was a lot of time and hatching the eggs and all that. I just don't know if I would. So I'm trying to help you. But instead of trying to scam you and just tell you everything's great and hunky-dory and it's just wonderful and you need to just go get it all, okay? I'm not trying to tell you that. I don't want you to waste your money. Because most of y'all, if you're homesteading, you're probably trying to save money. So I don't want you blowing your money on something that you need to have your eyes open before you go into it. And that was just my opinion. People have gotten just plumb gnarly over that video. A lot like it, but a lot say, well, mine lay great. Well, I'm glad for you. But mine don't want to a lot of times. So I'm glad yours do. And I say in everything, like, look, this is my opinion. It may be different for you. But this is how it is for me. But they still get up under there and say, well, mine does great. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. Go give them some mealworms. Be good to them babies. I'm glad. I want them to do well for you. But for me, you know, it just is what it is. I had a person yesterday say, I did say that the Americana roosters can be dual purpose. Okay. And he said, wait a minute, how can they be dual purpose? And what he meant, I don't know if he was trying to be funny. I don't know if he was, I don't know. He was saying how a dual purpose chicken is good for meat and eggs. And the rooster won't lay eggs. So I get what he was saying. So how can the rooster be dual purpose? Well, if you get in any chicken magazine where they sell dual purpose breeds, like, I don't know, whatever, y'all pick a breed that's good for meat and eggs, they'll say a dual purpose breed. They don't say just dual purpose hens. They say dual purpose chicken breeds. And I said, furthermore, I said, look here now. I said, I consider it a technical dual purpose because Americana roosters are just fat. They've got good breast meat. So if you're eating chickens, if you're eating roosters, those roosters are good for that purpose. They're very good. Also, they're good because you need that gene to breed olive eggers. So I'm using them to breed and I can use them for meat. That's a dual purpose, technically. Okay? This is like, I never in my life thought that I would have to even do this video, but I want to address this stuff. If I've said anything wrong, I'm sorry, but let's have fun with it. Okay. You got to laugh at yourself. If you don't, then, it'll just tear you up because I think people are trying to get a little attention sometimes, maybe to their channel. Some of these comments, they've got channels and they've got like real itty bitty channels. And I think they're trying to just get like, well, hey, this person's right. Let me click on them up under here. And that's not cool. I tell y'all all the time, if you're a small channel, let me know. I'll promote you. I do that. I think it's great. I'll give you a shout out a lot of time, but don't be sneaking in the back door now. Don't be trying to do it sketchy, because just tell me who you are and you want me to promote you, and I'll make a whole post about it. I do a lot of times. I've done live streams. I've done videos to say, hey, if you got a channel, put your channel up under here. I've done that quite a bit, and you don't see a lot of people do that on YouTube. A lot of people are just out for themselves. So I do try so hard for little channels. I do, because we didn't have any help. None. Not near a bit. None. As far as from somebody bigger, but we have from the smaller people, and we've seen people on here give up on YouTube and just shut it down. And a lot of those I consider friends. I've never met them, but I consider friends. It breaks my heart, because they didn't want to fool with all the drama, or didn't want to fool with trying to chase the numbers to get monetized. And once you get monetized, guys, it ain't all that in a bag of chips. Okay, it's just not, because then you got to deal with the trolls and the haters and the experts. I get it. I'm trying so hard. I've had too much coffee this morning, y'all. I guess we drink Folgers around here. But it just, now I got spit coming out of my mouth. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying. But anyways, no, in all seriousness, it's just part of it. But I did want to do a video and say, hey, our biggest bloopers, I guess, is doing DIY videos. If you're going to do that on YouTube, you better know what you're talking about, and you better know, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, because people know more than you, okay? People know more than you, and they will tell you, and they will let you know, and you will have to seriously consider what you're saying. So I don't know, guys. I'm still going to keep on trucking and doing what I'm doing, okay? As far as the gardens, we've had total people saying, look, you're doing this wrong. You're not going to make it. Why are you starting certain stuff in seed trays? Why are you doing? Because I want to, okay? Because I want to. Why are you growing this type of stuff? That's been a big blooper. We grew stuff that was not native to our region. Well, I guess none of this is. If you grow a tomato, none of it's native here. Aren't they from South America? I think. I don't know. None of us are botanists. Most of us don't have an ag degree from Auburn University, okay? Roll Tide, but still Auburn's wonderful school too. You can't just, I don't know. We're doing the best we can. A lot of this is just, if you want some good advice, we're trying to give it to you. But advice is like a grain of salt. You got to take it with a grain of salt. And about opinions, what they say. Everybody's got them. Everybody in the club's got opinions, and they'll tell you, you got to just pick and choose, okay? But as far as the gardening, that's brutal. That's brutal when it comes up, because that from the contents of the ground, I don't even want to say soil and dirt, but I guess I just did. From that to the fertilizer. Oh my gosh. And this is what this aggravates me, guys. This truly aggravates me. I like fertilizer. I have no problem with it. And there's one channel that's huge that I've followed him for a long time. He talks about fertilizer all the time, but he can, but I can't. Because when I do, people get upset. I use fertilizer. I've tried not to use it. I've tried to use it. I've tried to do just organic. I've tried to do inorganic. But it seems like other people don't get these comments. But maybe, my husband said this morning, he said, it may be that they've got people running these channels, or either they just delete these comments as soon as they pop up, because you can't find a negative one on there. There's got to be something going on, because the little channels are just getting barraged with stuff. So, clutch your pearls. But yes, I do use fertilizer. Yes, I do. I do. That's me. I'm going to do it here. I have not used fertilizer. I try to do it both ways. It just, I don't know. My gardens do the best when I use it. Triple 13. That's me. That's when I got started. The first year I didn't use it, and we had nothing. It was terrible. It was terrible. So that's a big thing. That's a blooper. I guess it's a blooper. I don't know. A lot of this I'm calling bloopers. I still think it's right, but I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. Lord have mercy. I just drew a blank. I've talked about so much, but mainly the chicken videos. That's the ones where people just get, they get tore up about it. Candling eggs. I've heard that you should not candle on day 2. I've heard that you shouldn't candle until day 10. It doesn't matter. I always have a 98+% hatch rate. We do great. I have no trouble with hatching. So I don't know why they're saying not do it, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? If it's working for you, then keep rolling with it and don't listen to what other people say. Because a lot of times they really are truly trying to help, but a lot of times they don't know what they're talking about. They really don't, and you can't listen to it, okay? So, that's that. Guys, you gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun. We're gonna keep having fun, and I'm just gonna keep. The hardest part with this is whether I delete it or not. Do I leave it up? Even if and then do I look it up to see if I'm right or they're right? A lot of this is time consuming. Like this morning when I looked up the fertile eggs, I was right. I had said it right. I did, but they were saying it was wrong. So then I tried to remove it because I didn't want them telling everybody else wrong. But are people going to know automatically, like, that person's not right? I like what they're saying. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. So anyways, we're going to have fun. We're going to keep on keeping on. I said I wasn't going to film on the weekends, but I just decided to, and I just, guys, it's so technical. I think that's what I'm going to call this video. Let's get technical. And I'm going to spell it wrong just to make somebody clutch their pearls. So I'm going to spell it wrong. I'm going to do it wrong just to, I don't know. Let's just poke in the bear, as we say down here. But that accent's getting real thick right about now. That I've even had people talk about my weight, whether I have gained weight or not. Yes, I know. I put myself out here. Trying to be as healthy as I can. We eat very healthy. I weight lift. I'm trying to beef up a little bit, be more muscular. But I've had that. I've had all sorts of stuff. I've had it's crazy, guys. It's crazy, the stuff you hear. So anyways, if we've been wrong about anything, I apologize. I truly apologize. If you see something really wrong, we've got an email up. Just email us, please. I ask you that. That way I can have time to research it before everybody else and their mother sees it by the time I get to it. In case it isn't, I don't want any arguing on here. I really don't. So I just want it nice, simple, and fun. And you just can't listen to the naysayers. You got to just keep on going. We must be doing something right because we've got almost 6,000 people on here, which is extremely small, but we've come a long way. We're making a little off of it. We're doing good. And hey, I noticed this the other day. My husband Googled how to candle dark eggs. He said, maybe this can help you. Is there another technique? I've done it year after year, and I still, I show y'all what I can do. Well, the very first video that pops up, Harmon Homestead Ranch. The second video that pops up on Google is Harmon Homestead Ranch. I said, well, I'll be dogged. That come up about Dollar Tree stackable planters the other day. If you type in that, what to plant in Dollar Tree stackable planters, guess who pops up? The very first thing on Google AI, the recommended video. And they've even got my words transcribed. I think we're doing something right here. So we're just going to keep on trucking. We're going to keep on being us. We're going to keep on being Southern. And we're going to keep on having fun. And just doing the best we can. We can't pronounce every plant right. We can't tell you everything right. We're giving you our best opinion. No one is perfect. No one is truly right. And if you were, you would be known nationwide. If you were the best chicken person, okay? You would be known worldwide. So we're all just doing the best we can, okay? None of us are, or for real, like I said, have ag degrees or botany degrees. And you might. I've got a degree too. It's in none of this. But, you know, it doesn't mean I can't grow. That's the whole point. You can grow. You can grow and you can raise chickens. You need to be aware of a lot of this because I'm telling you, even our own friends, acquaintances, well, really friends, have given us stuff. And I think they were under the impression, too, that certain chickens were a certain way, but they were not. That wasn't even the right breed at all. You know, you've got to be aware of some of this stuff. You really do, because you'll get hoodwinked and schnooked and everything else taken for and had easily. So that's the whole point of this channel. We're just trying to help you out and show you that you can grow no matter how old you are, where you are. In an apartment, you can grow in a bucket. You can grow under grow lights. You can grow out in a garden. You can grow out in dirt. It does not matter. You can grow anywhere, anyhow, anytime, any place. You can do it, even if you grow a house plant inside. You can do it, and you can raise chickens if you have land. A big or a backyard big enough for a coop. You can do it. You can do it, and it does not take all the things. It don't take it, okay? A lot of times it just takes a little patience, a little love, and a little understanding, and this stuff will grow and thrive. We'll see you guys next time on Harmon Homestead Ranch.